Hello, my name is Ederson Oliveira and I'll be presenting this video for DotNetNuke.com. And in this video I'll be talking about how you can select, pick and choose which features, which functions, which icons you want to display in RAD Editor. So this is not for the faint-hearted. This is a little bit more complex, but it can be useful in case you want to really tweak, that you are really picky on what kind of functions and features you want the end user to have access to in terms of the RAD Editor. Now, let's log into the site and have a closer look of what I'm talking about here. So if we go to the homepage and to any text HTML editor, one important note is that all the changes that we're going to be able to do with what I'm going to explain will be applicable to the entire website. So regardless if you are admin or a regular user, you will see those changes reflected throughout the website. So here's what I'm talking about. For instance, you may think that you have too many icons here within the RAD editor, and you may want to reduce the number of icons, but at the same time, you may not want to go with the minimal configuration that I have shown just a few days ago. You may want a little bit more than the minimal configuration, but less than the default. Again, for instance, you may want to remove the print. You may want to remove the About RAD editor. You may want to remove some other icons here. You may want to remove this entire line. So there are ways to do that, and it's not that hard, but you have to be careful when doing that. So the first thing that we have to do to start tweaking the features and functions that are available in the RAD editor is we have to go to the site files. And in my case here, I'm running from the local computer, from the local host. So I'm going to the root folder of my site. I'm going to providers, to HTML editor providers, to Telerik, to config, and the site right now is set up to use the tools default.xml. Now, very important, because we're gonna start making some changes to the tools default.xml, what I'd recommend is to create a copy of that file, just in case something goes wrong and you need to revert it back. So keep a copy of that file just in case. So we have to open this file, toolsdefault.xml, in a text editor, which I have open here. And what we see when we open this file is a bunch of, I'm not going to go in details in each configuration here, but the most important aspect here is where it shows, where it says tools. So we have a couple of nodes with a tool set. So this is one toolbar, this is another toolbar, and we have a couple of toolbars here. Let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 toolbars. So if we go back to the RAD editor, we should be able to identify 7 distinct areas throughout our toolbar here. So as you can see, we have 1, 2 here, and we can see the rounded edges that they finished just right here. And then we see 2, second toolbar, third toolbar, 4th toolbar right here, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we have 7 toolbars, each toolbar equivalent to one tool node in this configuration file. So, and as you can see also, it's quite obvious that inside each toolbar, we have the tools that are located within each area. So let's say in the main toolbar, which is the first one here, we have the print tool. So if I just select this and delete and save the file, if I refresh the page, you'll see that this print icon should be gone. So let's refresh this. So as you can see, the print icon is gone right now. So let's say if I don't want the print icon, I can just remove it like like this, like what I have just done now. Now, I can also, I will revert back, just Control Z here, I will revert this back, and I can actually get rid of entire toolbars. For instance, let's say that I don't want this last toolbar here at all. I don't want any of those features. So I can go back to the file. I can delete the entire toolbar from here. Select everything, delete, save, refresh the page, and this should be gone once I refresh. As you can see, that last toolbar is gone. Now I can go back there. I will revert. I can also move things around. I'm pretty sure that Telerik has already grouped those functions, those features in the most appropriate way. But if I find that, you know what, I want the first toolbar to be the one that starts with bold, I can move them around. You see this toolbar here that says bold, I can move this entire toolbar. I can cut from here. I can move it to be the first one. At the very top, I will paste it here so it follows the order that they are declared here in the file. And if I go back, refresh, you'll see that the first toolbar now is the one that has bold as the first feature, as the first function. Now the other thing that I can do, I can move features around. Let's say that if I go to this site and I think that those two features, undo and redo, that they should be placed at the start, I can go back to my file. I can identify where are they, and they are located right here. You see, undo and redo. I can cut them from here, and I can paste them prior to the bold feature, to the bold function. I can save this. I can refresh the site, and now I can have undo and redo right here. Now, again, this is just a way that you can have a more granular control on the features and functions available in the RAD editor. And to be honest, I mean, if you will only be using that if you are really, really picky on what the RAD editor will be displayed. Otherwise, you can just keep it as is. But again, this is a feature that is available, and I have just shown how you can go about making use of it. That's it for now. Thank you very much. Bye.